What's going on, people? It's your man, the YB, back once again. Big shout out to my doggy, Bobby Ross, for coming through and boosting up the coin. Take that, take that. So, we got a Mike Tyson interview right now. We're about how many days? Not many days now, folks. It's happening Friday night, by the way, so don't forget, it's not on Saturday night. Friday night in the States time, so it'll be Saturday morning, early hours of Saturday morning. You're about 10 days away. Bash! Can't wait. So, this interview here, I haven't, listen, Mike does a podcast every week and whatever else, but there's certain poignant bars you have to hear from Mike. Yeah, to understand why I'm putting $35 on. I've got $35 loaded on there right now. And the odds are going against me. Well, they're actually going towards me, actually, so I'm not going to put no more on unless it gets... There should be some more Jake Paul homosexuals coming in. Maybe not, actually. I think towards the closer to the fight. We're showing that way already. The closer we're getting, a little piece of coin is coming on Mike. Not massively, but a little piece is drifting on. And I guess the hype should really go in Mike Tyson's favour, but who knows? Anyway, I'm happy with 35 on. 34 brings £106, 30 pence profit. We'll take that, man. Take that gains. We'll take them. But anyway, after you finish hearing these bars, you'll understand why it's worth a punt. I'm not saying for you to do it. I'm just saying I feel inspired. You know, we've all seen Mike in recent years clowning around in his bumblebee suit, looking a bit Kabbalah zesty. But I get different zen from him. Yeah, and you should watch the Andre Ward interview if you got time. And he starts crying about cuss. And obviously, cuss is always an emotional thing, but I just feel, I don't know. I don't think he's going in there to jump on the floor. Now, it's possible he might get clipped. He might be bang on it, trying to do it, and he still gets clipped. I can't believe Paul's not that guy. This isn't Mike Tyson versus Artur Imad Butterbibble's head. This is not Mike Tyson versus Artur Imad Butterbibble's head. It's not. It's fake Paul, who went life and death, 50-50, no inside game with Tommy. He had no inside game. With Tommy. Didn't know what to do on the inside. Yeah? And that's Tommy. Tommy was slapping him about at points. When Tommy was stepping for a combination, fake Paul didn't know what to do. So, there's levels to this game. And Tommy's a 185-pounder, really. 175-pounder. Actually, if you boil Tommy down. If Tommy Fury actually trained and wasn't in Benidorm or in Shagaluf shagging all them birds, it'd be 175 is what he would be. So you went life and death with a 175 who's no good. He's not even regional level. He's like area level in his town. Tommy's probably the best in his town. If that town had about 100 people in who had never boxed before in their life, right? And you went life and death with him. You got Mike Tyson now. Yes, he's 60. That's the only thing you can talk about, to be fair, right? That's the only thing you can make. Oh, he's 60. Whatever. He don't look 60, though. He ain't 60 like your nan is 60. Yeah? Anyway, let's get to the bars. I've talked enough. Look at the poise in his face as well.
What kind of mindset do you take into this fight?
Bad intentions.
When you look at Jake Paul, and I don't know as much about Jake Paul as I know about you. Everybody's very familiar with the Mike Tyson story. Do you think he's a legitimate boxer?
Well, he can fight, yeah. For boxers his level, yes.
Meaning what? Not your level?
I do not believe so. No, not at all.
Like, you probably should watch this yourself. I can't play the footage for obvious reasons, but you should watch it yourself. Just get the vibe of it. It's hard to... He's like... It's not overly... trying to do too much promoting like he did in the the latter part of his career. It's all about, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm a believer, basically, is what I'm saying. I believe it. Yeah? I believe what he's saying. He's not hyped up, Netflix special-esque. He's actually toned down relative to recent years. Recent years, he's smoking the green. He's like, yeah. He's all off the hippie herbs and off the hippie toad venom, whatever else. He seems based now. Based to do this dude some serious harm. The plumber from Ohio. Yeah.
How long do you think this thing will last?
Not long. As soon as I catch him, because he's going to run like a thief. I don't see how he's gonna make an exciting fight by running all day. You know, he's supposed to be the young guy. He's supposed to walk right through me. I'm an old man. He's gonna run all night.
That's what he's gonna do. I'm telling you now. And Mike was irritated after this Roy Jones fight. Roy Jones was running. He was running and spoiling, and Mike was getting pissed off. Now you can say, well, that's part of the game and whatever else. Roy lost that fight for a start, but Mike was pissed off. He was pissed off that Roy didn't really want to fight. And I get it, Roy's small. Fake Paul's small as well. He's pumped up. He's been pumped full of whatever he's on. But he's not... Jake Paul is not a natural heavyweight. Yeah, he's not. He's not a natural heavyweight. Mike's been a heavyweight since 12-year-old. Fact. Lean heavyweight as well. Fake Paul's soft. Do you understand? So, when Mike Tyson tells you...
Fight by running all day.
Yes.
Not long. As soon as I catch him, because he's going to run like a thief.
He's gonna... Mike knows what's going on. Mike see... Listen. I know what I see in Fake Paul. Yeah? He's not the real deal. That's why he has to fight UFC fighters / they're small UFC fighters. They're not not people his own size. They're all small and no good. And even then, when he was in there with Small Woodley, Fake Paul was running. He was running. That's what he was doing. He was running. And Mike's onto him here. He will be running. I guess the risk is Fake Paul's pretty good at running, if that makes sense. He knows what to do. Against who though? What, Mike Perry like this? Mike Perry coming forward like this. I'm gonna get you now. Mike Perry was coming like this with his backhand load. Look, gonna get you. Unbelievable.
I don't see how he's gonna make an exciting fight by running all day. You know, he's supposed to be the young guy. He's supposed to walk right through me. I'm an old man. He's gonna run all night.
So Mike's pissed off already because Mike knows what he sees in Fake Paul. Yeah, he sees the sweetness in him. He's already irritated. He hasn't even got into the fight yet, but he's irritated that he knows Fake Paul ain't gonna there and knock this old man out, which is what you should really do, right? That's what you should really do. Stand there and say you're old and you're getting it. He will not do that. Fake Paul, you'll see him. You did it against Anderson Silva. What was that fight? Jake Paul's just running. Just running, man. It's like, fucking hell.
So he can't stand toe-to-toe and punch with you?
Well, I think he should try it. He's a younger man. He should be able to handle punches from an old, withering man like me.
Fact.
You sound like you're insulted by the suggestion that you're too old for this. Is that a fair statement?
Hey, listen, you can't compare me with other people my age because other people at my age haven't been training as long as me, consistent as me, and I'm just a different species of human being.
How so?
I think.
See, I love that. I love the. Again, you have to. You either feel it. You're either connected with the boxing gods and the boxing spirit, or you're not. If you don't feel that, I'm a different species of being. I'm not your grandma, okay? That's what he's telling you, man. And listen, there's a lot of pro boxing heads who are saying, "Oh, it shouldn't be happening," and I get it. I think they're coming from a position of Mike Tyson seen as this great icon, and they don't want to see him get knocked out. I'm coming from a optimistic point of view, though. I understand the pessimistic side. No one wants to see Fake Paul knock out Mike Tyson, but Fake Paul couldn't knock Nate Diaz out. Little Nate Diaz, 170-pound Nate Diaz, and Fake Paul's getting in the ring 210. He couldn't knock him out. He had one good round, and then he faffed around for 10 rounds. Couldn't do nothing. So I'm thinking, okay, Fake Paul wasn't dangerous for Nate Diaz. But yeah, he's going to be super dangerous for Mike Tyson, who's a legitimate heavyweight, and who's never had a... Mike's quit a few times. He's never been chinny, though. Obviously, he's older now, but I'm just... Come on now. Come on, people. It's Fake Paul. Again, this is not... Mike Tyson's coming back to fight a top dude. It's Fake Paul. Life and death with Tommy. Just remind yourself of that. Whenever you're thinking, oh, I don't want to put no money on Mike, just remember he went life and death with Fake Paul. Life and death with Tommy Fury, man.
Because I'm very active in what I do. I don't sit around doing nothing. I'm just very active. I'm very serious in what I do, and I'm just so interested. I can't wait for this evening. to happen. It's going to be a wonderful evening. The city of Dallas is going to be entertained. I don't think he's taking this serious.
I'm sorry?
I don't believe Jake is taking this serious.
Really? Why do you say that?
Well, I just don't think so.
I tend to agree. I tend to think that fake Paul thinks that this is like his big get on. If that makes sense. Yeah, I'm gonna get something for nothing. I don't think he understands. And if my narrative or if my analysis is correct, he's not gonna understand. The same way, I'm telling you now, yeah, there are levels in this game. It's documented. There are boxer punchers. So if you've never boxed before and you feel punches, or if you've faffed around before, if you feel punches from a pro boxer, it's different. The level above that, then you've got KO artists. And then you've got people like Canelo who touch these guys. Canelo touches hardened unified champions, Jamal Charlo, Callum Smith. He touches them and they feel something. Beterbiev, he touches them and they feel something. Mike Tyson, he touches them and they feel something. And this is heavyweight we're talking about as well. And yes, Mike's 60 years old, but I'm telling you now, look at the guys Fake Paul spars with. He's not sparring with even boxer power. He's sparring with like the randoms, like random gym dudes, gym fighters, gym boxers. That's what he's sparring with. And I believe, from what I've seen, Fake Paul will feel heavyweight power for the first time in his career, and it's going to shock him to his core because he does not know what the game's really about. Bringing in these random gym boxers and looking good against them, it puffs your ego up. But listen, if Jake Paul's any good, yeah, he'd have seen Tommy and just walked straight through him, right? If Jake Paul had any like quality about him, for example, I don't know, what would Anthony Yard, well, maybe not, Anthony Yard on his day, what would he do with Tommy Fury? He goes straight through him, no respect, because I'm not sure how it works out, but people feel power differently for some, or whatever. Look at Bivol and Beterbiev. Bivol's never had no problem with no punches. He gets no Beterbiev and he's scared to death. Yeah? Fake Paul don't have that power. Fake Paul didn't have Tommy like, whoa, Tommy was half in that fight. It was 50-50, essentially. So Jake Paul's, all this talk about his power, he couldn't scare Tommy Fury off like that. We've seen Canelo chase Callum Smith around the ring. If Jake Paul had all this power, yeah, why wasn't he able to turn Tommy Fury off? Don't make out Tommy Fury is really that good. If Jake Paul had that about him, was able to deliver that kind of power, he'd have scared Tommy Fury into a box. But Tommy Fury didn't really respect Jake Paul's power like that. It was pretty even. And these are the low levels. Never mind world championship heavyweight power. Yes, he's 60. He doesn't need to be like he was when he was 18. No, he doesn't need to be. He's training. He's in shape, and he's looking to do Fake Paul some harm. And I'm shocked that Fake Paul is a massive favourite. The only way I see Fake Paul winning is if it's a Kabbalah scam. That's the only way. And it's not looking like me. Oh, I've just skipped part of it right there.
Statement?
Hey, listen, you can't compare me with other people. I don't sit around doing nothing. I'm yet to happen. It's going to be a wonderful evening. I think he's taking this serious.
I'm sorry?
I don't think so. I think he believes he's the young guy. I'm the quasi-retirement child or whatever they may think I am, and he thinks this is going to be an easy touch.
What led you to take this challenge on? Why are you doing it?
Because I can, and I'm going to be successful doing it, and it's easy.
See them bars there? Do these bars sound like someone just turning up, jump on the floor? They just don't to me. I'm sorry, they don't. Yeah, they don't to me. They don't feel like someone who's coming there for a payday. Could be wrong, but normally if someone's coming for a payday, they big it up. They hype it up more because they know I'm going to sell the hell out of this fight, make a bag of money, and then jump on the floor. He seems poised and ready to go.
Well, I'm watching you train. It doesn't look easy. It doesn't look easy. It looks like you're putting yourself through hell.
Training's hell, but the fights are always easier than training.
You were at the Cowboy Stadium, AT&T Stadium, not long ago. We saw you there, mingling with Jerry Jones. Have you met Jerry before?
Yes, I have.
What are your thoughts on him and what he's putting together?
That's including at football games as well.
You fought in some, just about every. All right. Before we let you go, are you going to give us a round on this deal? Have you made that official prediction yet, or no?
I'm not no round guy, but I'm just I'm going in there with bad intentions. My intention is to hurt this young man.
One more time before we let you go, if you're going to invite the people in Dallas
oh man,
to come out and watch that night.
Listen, man, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm getting too nostalgic, man. But if you don't feel like he's on it, if you don't feel like you're going to get behind Mike on this one, I get it. Even the people who think Fake Paul going to knock him out, they're still backing Mike. But I don't know. I don't know. Let me listen again to that bar there. It was a fire bar. I'm not going to lie.
You're going to give us a round on this deal? Have you made that official prediction yet, or no?
I'm not no round guy, but I'm just I'm going in there with bad intentions. My intention is to hurt this young man.
I'm going in there with bad intention. Look at. I want to play a bit of it actually, so you can see his face. It's just cold. That's how it feels.
Yet or no?
I'm not no round guy, but I'm just I'm going in there with bad intentions. My intention is to hurt this young man.
My intentions are to hurt this young man. Bottom line, that's my intentions, and it's got that kind of. It's got that unk. It's got the unk sound to it. He cares about this young man. Yeah? What did he say again? My intention is to hurt this young man. He's a young man, he's my nephew, but you're getting hurt. That's my intention. I'm going in there with bad intentions. So he's got all the cuss verbiage there. And again, if you watch a lot of his recent interviews with Andre Ward or whatever else, it's got a certain ring to it. It's got a certain ring to it, and I don't believe he's going to... One thing for sure, the big reservation for this fight was, is Mike just literally being paid by the Netflix cabal, which is still possible. But this passion here, I don't think that's what you'd likely see from someone just knowing it's scripted. Yeah. He could be shouting, I'm the most ferocious, most vicious. He could be doing all the corny remakes of his old stuff, right? If he really wanted to promote the hell out of this fight and get the bag. Mike said in the Andre Ward thing as well, interview, he said, this fight ain't going to change my lifestyle. Mike's making 10, 20, 30 mil a year, rolling in off his different things. This ain't going to change how he's living. It's not that kind of fight. And even if it, really at that point, when you're making 30 mil a year and rolling in from different places, what more do you want for your lifestyle? This is about more to Mike, I believe. He's sold me at least. Whatever that's worth. He's sold me that this is more than just about digging pocket or jump on the floor. However, I have to say, like I said earlier, that doesn't mean he can't get clipped because he is 60. I do remember Evander Holyfield versus Vitor Belfort. And Holyfield was like, he looked really old. But listen, we've seen that with Chuck Liddell as well. Chuck Liddell, when he came back and fought Tito Ortiz and got knocked out, if you watch Chuck Liddell's pad work and Evander Holyfield's pad work, people were saying before both of them fights, they're playing possum. No, they was not playing possum. They was actually trying, but they're neurologically shot. Mike, comparatively, we've seen him in there. Yes, it was 4 years ago. We've seen him in there with Roy Jones, looking good. We've seen him in there on the pads and in sparring. He looks he's obviously half a step shorter than he was before, that's no doubt. He's 60. But it's enough to put it on Fake Paul. Or at least make a fight of it. I really don't think Fake Paul is going to knock Mike Tyson out. Don't believe it. So I've actually bet some money now as well on a decision. You put a tenner on and you get about £20 profit back for the fight to go the distance. I think it's even worth putting some coins on a draw. I might put a £5 on now for a draw. Because you know what they like? They love putting them draws in there. Right? So if Mike goes the distance, and let's say someone wins 5 rounds, they might make it a draw anyway. So I'll put a £5 on now. Bash! There's a quick £5 to put me on with. Anyway, people, let me know your thoughts. There's a few more Mike Tyson videos coming, but I'm going to do a full replay of this one as well. It's the last footage we've had of Mike. And in fact, I said to someone the other day, it's a shame, really. This fight could have been built a bit better. I think they should have had Mike in there with Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz lost to Jake Paul, but then got a win against Masvidal. So that fight's perfect. Nate's coming off a good win. He's durable. Masvidal was licking him up with solid quality shots, but Nate had no problem. Put Mike in there with Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz, he can't box a toughie, but he's durable and he knows his way around the ring. Get Mike in there with Nate Diaz. That would have been a great build-up then. So I believe Mike would have stopped Nate Diaz. And then we've got, wait a minute, Fake Paul, you went life and death with Nate Diaz. 50-50, could have gone either way. Yeah, 8 rounds. Went the distance with him. And Mike Tyson's knocked him out. And it would also give us a chance to see Mike somewhat recently, rather than 4 years ago. And it would have got Mike out there in front of the lights in a serious fight. This was an exhibition. Yes, it would have felt serious to Mike still, but it's an exhibition. So it would have been nice to have Mike in there with Nate Diaz first, but it's irrelevant now. It is what it is now. So, and I think Fake Paul probably designed it that way. Fake Paul designed it for Mike. Why would Mike not want a prelude fight? The hype for it, if Mike goes in there and knocks any bum out, the hype for this fight will be twice as big. The only reason people have any reservations are the fact that, oh, he might be shot. And Nate Diaz, he doesn't have the power to hurt Mike, but he's durable and he throws a lot of shots. It would have been interesting. Yeah, anyway, I'm just wishing and hoping things could be more perfect. But anyway, let me know your thoughts, people. Mike going to do this guy some serious harm. The plumber from Ohio. Yeah, that's what he's going to do. Mike's totally ferocious. 60 or not. He don't look 60. Let me show you a picture of Mike. Let's watch his video here, Mike.
Movement's great. Agility is great.
13, 14, breathe.
Conditioning is amazing. Power is unbelievable.
Nice one.
That was the best we've seen it.
He's digging there as well. Oh, I'm sorry, folks. I really am. He's looking big. I think he's going to weigh in 235.
It's gonna be
He's not as lean as he used to be, but I think he's going to weigh in 235. He's going to weigh in 235 heavy. Fake Paul said he's going to be 230 as well, but Fake Paul's 230 is not Mike Tyson 230. Fake Paul's 230 is, and Fake Paul never had a great gas tank anyway. Fake Paul will be falling apart after 4 rounds. He'll be gassed. Never mind the pressure Mike's going to bring to him. So I'm actually, if these odds get better for me, more juicy, I think I'll probably put 50 quid on rather than 34 for what that's worth. I really am. This is a sure thing for me. I've been wrong before though. But anyway, let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe, like off the bell 100%. There's no doubt about these bars. People, stop it.